Yeah, 1 2 testing. Live stream test. 29. Live stream test.
Bud. Yeah, you good? Which one's the middle? My right or your right? Yeah. Testing sound 1, 2, 3. Go.
Are you ready now? That's where he starts. Asking everyone, thanks for joining us. The coaches, I kept them part of this and the floor is open.
Any sort of idea of your team for tomorrow? Is Papa Hash available? Balance of the side?
Yeah, Hash is just a little bit sick today, but it's just a rest day for him. I'm about 99% sure he'll be fine. And then tonight we'll make the final decision on the team. I've got an idea in my head, but I'd like to keep it in my head for now, if that's okay. But we've got a nice balanced squad, so it's a lot of options to choose from.
What role, if any, do you see Spin playing tomorrow?
Look, Pretoria and Wanderers are generally wickets that doesn't often offer too much spin, but there's always a role for a spinner to contain the game. So definitely I see a role of a spinner playing not as much an attacking role, but definitely a holding job, and by doing that you can pick up some wickets.
But did you feel in the Caribbean that the Australian batsmen maybe struggled a bit to read the Risman, Tabrai's, Imran, those sort of guys?
Yeah, definitely. I thought so. I thought it was our biggest weapon against them in the Windies, like you said. And you could see they were just trying to sweep the ball after a while, and that's generally a sign for when guys struggle to pick the ball. But conditions there were a lot different than South African conditions. So when the ball's spinning a lot both ways, that's when it can become really tricky. But I think especially for the first two games, you won't see too much spin.
Dale sounded a bit cranky when the last time he was here, he was talking about that he can't get into the one day team anymore. Do you sense from him that he's got, for lack of a better phrase, a point to prove in this series?
Look, I think Dale's personality sometimes is a bit cranky. That's why you see that fire when he gets a wicket, and that's why we love him like that. But I think he felt like that in the start of the season, even in the test matches when he came back, he felt like he needed to prove a point. When you're number one bowler in the world, if you don't produce the goods regularly, people are going to ask questions, and that comes with its own pressures. Now he's obviously back in the one-day team, and he will definitely try and make a huge impact and try and show everyone that one-day cricket is still a big part of his future.
What value, especially to us, what value does he add in the one day team?
Any team he comes into, Dale Steyn, it's just the fear that he puts into opposition. The name itself, you get a few guys around the world that has that. They've done well for a period of time, and then they put just that little bit of doubt in your head as opposition because of the name. But his skill and his experience obviously is something that you can't just get overnight. And if Dale is 100% and fresh and wants to bowl quick, he's an extremely big asset to our whatever team it is.
Well, you guys have two actually sort of more bowling all-rounders at the moment in the group, and Neil and Dwayne. Given that probably one of those two will play, and also the presence of KG, does that give you actually freedom to use Dale in different ways actually in this one-day side from now?
Yeah, that would be nice if that's the case, because like I said before, when you're playing with a certain format of players, it's difficult to always go to different guys. You as a captain, you're limited in what your options is, your structures and your game plans has to be according to a certain way. But once there comes a 6th and the 7th bowler into the team, it's great for a captain, because then if Dale's bowling well, he can bowl 6 or 7 up front and try and strike. Whereas in the past, if any one of those two had to bowl, you get 4 overs. If you push them for 5, you're taking that overs out of the end of the game where they once again, they're the experienced death bowler. So that's what a good balanced one-day side is a huge benefit for us, and we're lucky that we have that this series.
The situation tends to fluctuate. I mean, a few years back, you guys were around McLaren, then there seemed to be a bit of a void again. Now you've got Andy again. Are you excited that there might be the emergence of two all-rounders who can play a role?
Yeah. Very, very excited. I'm hoping that, obviously we've got Wayne back and Dean and Dwayne. Between the 3 of them, at least 2 guys can put the hand up and really become good one-day cricketers for South Africa all-rounders, because, as you've said now, we've been lacking that. And always when you're picking a team, your side is, every time you put them out in the field, it's unbalanced. Either playing one batsman short or one bowler short. So I'm hoping that 2 of them will step up in this series and become future, obviously, in the team all the time. That will make a huge difference for us as a team going forward.
Against Ireland, overs 30 to 40, I think only 51 runs were scored. The middle overs, the middle order, is that something that's a bit of a concern for this year?
It's something we've addressed. It's something we want to be a little bit more positive in, is those areas. Once again, I think if you look at the way our team has been balanced over the last 2 years, we've always, or most of the time, only had 7 batsmen, sometimes even 6, most of the times even 6. And that makes you a little bit hesitant when you come to those overs. You can't lose wickets, because your tail starts at sometimes 7 or 8 and it goes down right to 11. So you have to sit a little bit in those periods. But with us having a longer batting lineup now, it allows in that period to just push a little bit harder and try to put some pressure on the opposition. So it is something we spoke about. I think Ireland was just a case of guys wanted also to get some time in the middle and make sure they get good use of that game leading into the series. But I'm hoping that a move will be made in those periods where we can be a little bit more positive.
Is this five-match one-day series have any relevance looking forward to the test in Australia? Like, is there a chance that they get a look at a few guys, or the fact that their attack can be completely different than pretty irrelevant?
Yeah, look, playing Australia is always, every game is like that. So for me, this is an extremely important series. I'll never say that this is a stepping stone for the test, and the test is more important. This is a very important home series for us. Like you mentioned, they're resting a few key bowlers, which plays a big role in their one-day team. So that gives opportunity for young guys to come through. But we know, come the test matches, all of them will be fresh. So we've got pretty much our full squad bar 1 or 2 players, but those 2 players will miss the test matches as well. So this group of players will have to play well and make sure we find some form and play some good cricket, because that will definitely play a role going to Australia.
What about the guys that have sort of come into the Australian team? Do you know much about them? There's a few guys there that haven't played a lot of cricket even in Australia.
Not too much, to be honest with you. We've done our video and session where we had a look at them. I've played a bit with Scott Boland in the IPL, so I know a little bit about him, but not too much about the other young guys or guys coming in. But it's the same for every team. You have your guys that's very experienced, and you try and push 1 or 2 guys in and try and see what they've got. And we're in a similar situation as a team, where our experience is there, but this series will be a good test for some relatively young guys. Even Andile hasn't played a lot of domestic cricket, so he's in the same situation. where you can see and you can test yourself against the best and see what exactly and how good you really are.
As a follow-up to that question that just came behind me, I know it's a different format, but with AB not going to Australia, is there an area of expectation from batsmen who might want to push and make sure that they compose their show in this ODI series to help them along and maybe fill that gap, AB's gap in Australia?
Yeah, like form is really important. And I always say that it doesn't matter the format you play. If you're in good form, you can play any format of cricket. So it's very important that the guys that are in the test matches, if they can come away from this test series with some good runs under their belt, it will be a huge confidence booster for us, especially the guys that's coming into that test team.
JB pertinently mentioned this earlier this week that he really wants to concentrate now on bowling again and just contribute a bit more. Do you think Benoni might be a catalyst?
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned it in the test matches. I honestly feel that, I think it was after the second test match when I said I honestly feel JP is back. He looks like he's playing good cricket, he's positive, he's got energy, and that's all you can ask for. You know, results is never something you can guarantee, but that I can see in JP. So I'm hoping that as you can see, he's playing really well at the moment. He played well against Ireland the other day. And just when a guy's confident, you can do that. I mean, I threw the ball to him hoping to give him some overs because I want him to play a role in this one day, because he is a big player for us, and hoping that he could get some confidence from that game. And that's exactly what happened. He bowled brilliantly. That's the best I've seen him bowl in a very long time. So I'm hoping that confidence really comes through in him, and he'll have a really good series. And yeah, I think he's going to be back to his best.
Okay, so what's up? Thank you very much, Jan.
Thank you, guys.